We are on the first cruise ship to leave the United States in 2021, and it's not at all what we expected. Hey everyone, my name is Jordan.
And I'm Jerry.
And we are JJ Cruise.
Cruise.
If this is your first time tuning in, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button,
Yes.
hit the like button, and ring that bell so you never miss videos like these. We are on cruise ships for the next several months, and you're not going to want to miss the content that we have to bring. But oh boy, we've got to get into what it's like to cruise from the United States in 2021.
Yes, we are on Celebrity Edge. It is the first cruise ship and the first cruise line to relaunch their sailing, to restart cruising in the US. And we're here to talk about what has surprised us and what we kind of expected.
Yeah. So let's jump into it.
So the first thing that surprised us is actually that of social distancing. The fact that there isn't any social distancing, and it is surprising because we just got off Adventure of the Seas 2 weeks ago, and social distancing was necessary there. So let us talk why social distancing is different. In the theater, you can sit next to whoever you like. There are no covered seats. There's no reservation of only this section for these people and this section for other people. It is completely open.
If you're with a party of 20 people, you can all sit together.
Or if you're with a party of 2 and a party of 4 and you just met on the cruise ship, you can go and sit together at dinner. Like, you can sit wherever you like. That also goes in the casino. There are no in-between spaces. All the machines are pretty much on and running, and you can sit next to someone and talk to them the entire time. Also, the bar. You can sit at the bar. You could not do that on Adventure of the Seas. You can do that here on Celebrity Edge.
Now, moving right into the second thing that we're surprised by. We've all become very, very familiar with QR codes, taking your phone around and scanning QR codes. Now, QR codes do exist on this ship for things like menus and drink menus, but so do physical menus. And this is different because on Adventure of the Seas, there was no physical menu, and you did have to request one in order to get one, to actually look at that and hold that in your hand. Here on the Edge, we're given hard menus every single night that we can flip through and read. There's menus at the bar, so you don't actually have to use the QR codes, which is so much easier. Because if you don't remember your cell phone when you head to dinner, it's not a problem.
Yeah, and they are not just the paper ones. You know, on Royal Caribbean and Adventure of the Seas, they give you a paper one that you can throw away. These are ones that are in the binder, you know, the nice ones too. So very different. We were a little surprised by that. So moving on to number 3, what was really surprising is the buffet. And guess what? You might not be expecting what is so surprising about it. It's the fact that it's open all the time. It's the brunch, it's the lunch, it's the dinner. I mean, you can get it pretty much at any meal that you like.
And this is different from Adventure of the Seas, where the buffet was only open for breakfast and lunch. And if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, we launched that video and we talked about that. And we thought maybe that would become the new standard. You know, buffet would not be open for dinner. It's open, and it's open late night. You can even get pizza, I think, until like 1 a.m. in the buffet area.
It is delicious.
The next thing that we are so happy about, parties are happening aboard the ship.
Yes.
I'm talking the white party, the silent disco, your 70s party. They are back. And kind of going back to our point number 1, they're not socially distanced. So you can go and enjoy a party, dance the night away with your new cruise friends, with your crew, and enjoy the cruise just like it was. We've been to some awesome parties already, and it's only day 3.
Yes, and I mean, I think the biggest thing here is dancing. Right? Adventure of the Seas, you could dance at your table with your own party, but here on Celebrity Edge, you can dance the night away with someone you just met or someone in your crew and on the dance floor, which is amazing.
It really is amazing. It's surprising because it does feel a lot more normal.
Yes.
Which is what we really all want.
So bring your white clothing because the white party is happening. All right, last on what surprised us. We can go to the thermal spa, we can go to the gym, we can go to any place we want to go throughout the day. We do not have to have a reservation, we're not limited on capacity, we don't have to wear a mask. There's nothing regarding that in the gym, the thermal spa, everywhere, it's open.
All amenities, actually, in terms of the spa and fitness center, are open and ready to indulge in, really. But we were shocked because, again, on Adventure of the Seas, the thermal spa was closed all week, and we thought, okay, well, this makes sense. We probably won't be seeing these come back on ships for quite a while. Nope, here we are on the edge, and it's all open, and it's all here for you to enjoy.
And no reservation needed.
All right, so let's get into some of the things that we kind of expected and things that were very similar to our previous cruise on Adventure of the Seas. The first thing, of course, in the terminal, you are still in a large space. Masks do have to be worn for the embarkation and de-embarkation process, as well as health verification is still taking place. So when we got to the terminal, it was a very seamless, easy check-in, I would say, for both Adventure and Edge.
Yeah.
But you know, you do still have to go through that health verification process. So if you choose to show your vaccine card, they take that from you, then we could take our masks off once we got on board. But we did expect that, and that was very similar for Adventure as well.
The next thing that is very kind of expected at this point is the buffets are a little different. No more self-serve, which we actually think is a good thing because we've seen so many hands in those mashed potatoes.
Yes, we have. And that actually goes for other areas as well. There's, I think the burger bar here on the ship used to be like you could put your own toppings on your burger and things like that.
Yes, it's all now served.
That's all served to you. So anytime you would actually be, you know, serving yourself, that is now different. And I think that might, do you think that'll stick?
Oh, for sure. It's better.
Yeah, it is. The next thing that we did expect is shore excursions are a little bit different. Now, on this cruise, they did surprise us a few days before we left by saying in Mexico we could not actually take our own excursions. We had to book through the cruise line only, specifically in Costa Maya and Cozumel. Now, they kind of told us that we couldn't even get off the ship, and that did change a little bit once we got to Costa Maya. They worked with the Port Authority here in Mexico, and they are allowing people to go actually into the shopping area. But if you want to go beyond that on like a tour, you do have to take either a celebrity taxi or have a celebrity excursion booked. In Cozumel, that actually is not the case. You have to be on an excursion with celebrity to even step foot onto the pier.
Here's the thing, this is changing constantly. Just be ready to go with the flow here. We think that excursions on Celebrity and other cruise lines are going to be different per sailing. You might be able to go on your own, you might not be able to, so don't necessarily book ahead because you might lose out on that money. All right, and this one is probably the one that we expected the most, unfortunately. That's masks being worn by all the crew and all the staff on board, even Captain Kate, who we met and we love. But masks being worn is so painful to watch everyone wearing these masks, but at the same time, we understand. We understand that the safety protocols require it, even though they're all vaccinated. We understand that that is something that is recommended and requested, and a lot of people respect that and appreciate that. We just can't wait to see the smiling faces on the crew again.
Because when I say they are smiling through those masks, they are. They're grinning because they're so happy to be back because cruising is back. But we can't wait for the day that the crew can also be with us, maskless and enjoying cruising as normal. All right, but let's just put this out there. What would you say is the biggest thing that surprised us overall?
Okay, the biggest thing that surprised us is how cruising is pretty much back to normal. And I say this knowing that cruising was going to be different. We thought that cruising was going to be really hard coming back. Honestly, I thought I would be cruising on these ships masked.
Yeah.
I thought that I would have a lot of social distance. I wouldn't meet any new friends, and that is completely not the case. We are back to normal with cruising, minus a few things, and it feels great.
It does feel great, and we are really, really surprised by it because we didn't expect it to feel quite this normal so early in 2021. Now, of course, we are on a fully vaccinated ship. I think it's like 99% vaccinated.
It's somewhere there, 95% minimum, which is required. And so we do have a mostly vaccinated ship here, and it's noticeable. We have about 20 kids on board. Those are the only ones that could be unvaccinated, minus a few exceptions. And so it's honestly feels back to normal for cruising in all aspects.
It does. Celebrity Edge is cruising again, and this is the way that they've chosen to restart cruising. We know that it won't be like this for every cruise line. Every cruise line is going to be different. Of course, there's going to be some cruise lines that are going to allow unvaccinated passengers on board. That might be a little bit different from what we're experiencing here on Celebrity Edge, but at least for us, right now, cruising is back and it feels so good.
Oh, so good.
All right, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. If you like this video, even if you didn't like it, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you never miss any videos like these.
Yes, and until next time, see ya.
See ya.